So now that I've got the Nanomon, we can find him again, but we have to find him 5 total times, which is not great. Let's go get our steak. Yeah, what else do I do? Because there's Nanomon down. Oh, you know what I could do? We could actually try and go get Ogremon finally. Because I think it's just Ogremon. Let's see. We don't have anything else. Buy another porta potty. We still have 2 autopilots, so we don't need to worry about it, so... Oh. We'll probably get enough bits from this. Maybe. Really, we just... Oh. Right. Yeah, if I want bits, let's just sell the sirloin. But I might just buy meat. The thing is, I'm not going to get those Mojimon until we can find that happy mushroom. So, literally no reason for me to fuss. And I also can just walk there. I don't need 2,000 bits. We even need the Mojimon. That is the other thing. Okay, no Digimushroom there. It is interesting how much, like, I don't know, my opinions have changed on this. I mean, yeah, getting a... Oop, he needs a thing. We do have to watch out for the bathroom. Or him needing to go to the bathroom. And if he's alive on the next day, we're going for Giromon, I think. Let's see. So we want to go here. He hasn't passed away yet, which is nothing short of, well, I don't want to say miraculous. Oh, that jerk. How rude. Huh? What was this guy? I didn't know I'd have to pay to get through. Hey, aren't you? Yes, do something. How are the Dromojimon inside? I don't know. I hope they're all right. All right, here I go. It looks like he... Did they just use, like, Digimon's animation set and a couple other things, but took away his staff? I think that's the case. I think that's what they did with those guys. So goofy. Now, do we know where he actually is in here? Well, he could just be straight up right here. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey guys, if you want to get through here. Long time no see. Oh, you guys again. That's my line. It's really easy to find you. Ready to lose? Lose? No way. I'll show you what I do when I get serious. Let's settle this once and for all. I don't think he got any stronger. Yeah, no, it's just a giant pain in the butt. Ooh, we're actually, like, a little wounded. Oh, boy. Well, there goes the Ogremon. Oh, confused is rough. Well, I think we got this in the bag. Yeah, because we're just faster than him. So we can just pummel him with Megaton Punch. I kind of get the distinct feeling I'm going to get through a considerable portion of this game just by doing that. Okay, one more hit or my finisher. Oof. Nope, didn't work. I'm a fool. Come on, buddy. Oh, I guess it's more expensive than I thought. Oh, it's 186. Yeah, it was just above what we had. Oh, it's okay. Oh, we get an HP chip for our troubles. How come I can't win? What's wrong? Aren't you gonna run? I'm too tired. I became a bandit because I thought this island was done for, so I just did whatever. Did you know the island was in trouble? Yes, then you showed up. I guess it's dumb to start helping you now. I don't think so. Come to the city. No, I can't. Plus, I don't think anybody would forgive me for what I've done. I'll just be quiet and come with me. You can be helpful. Everyone has something to offer. Oh, can this island be saved? You're gonna save it for us, right? Of course. You know where the city is, right? Oh, I'll be there. The boss is gone. Okay, there's the recovery. There's the HP chip. I give up. Okay, now what? Cause that's the Ogremon question done. I fixed the entrance sign. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it pretty much is just like Giramon. Giramon, Piximon, Bombaymon. Oh. It's all the really pain in the ass spawn rate ones, isn't it? I mean, easy enough, though. Like, once they're in, it's kind of a pain in the butt to recruit them all. But they're easy to find, it's just a matter of process. Because, yeah, I think I can fight Giramon. It's just going to be so expensive. Okay, anything else? No. Yeah, the other one is just saving up enough money to do some things. Oh, what do we want to do? Because I should have enough juice at this point. Let me take a look. Yeah, I could fight like one or two things. Yeah, I've definitely got enough resources that I could fight. I guess, how much of a training bonus do we have? Oh. Never mind. Well, it was bound to happen at some point, and honestly, we got so much done with that lad. So now the question is, who's next? Yeah, that merchant absolutely is just using Digimon's animation set. It seems Hench has faded away. Before fading away, he gave birth to a Digitama. He'll be reborn with his abilities. Which egg do you want? I don't know which any of these are. I think this might be Gabumon again. That might be Agumon, Patamon, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't know, let's go to this one. Surprise, it's a Numamon. Nope, it's a Poemon. Cutest little bugger. You can change the name Hench if you want. Now I'll keep his name. Alright. So unfortunately, him spawning in at this hour is a little bit of a pain in the butt. But, hey, it's fine. Okay, game save state 1. So let's take a look. So this put a bunch of things back. We barely have any stats. Huh. I thought inheritance would give us more. Unless the inheritance is kind of spelled out as you digivolve. I forget. So the first things first, let's take a look at my evolution guide. What do we do with a Poyomon? Poyomon can turn into... Poyomon turns into Tokomon. Tokomon can either turn into Patamon or Biyomon. I could go either way on that one. So it's either defense speed and MP or offense and brains. The one problem is none of them, like well, yeah, none of our techniques, Dynamite Kick, Sonic Jab, or Megaton Punch. I actually forgot I had Dynamite Kick. And none of these are going to be particularly good. I guess here, let's check. Poyomon can turn into Tokomon. What does Patamon turn into? Dromodramon, Tyrannomon, Ogremon, Leomon, Andromon, or Unimon versus Birdramon, Airdramon, Kakatorimon, Unimon, Kabuterimon. Okay, what does Ogremon turn into? Ogremon can turn into Andromon or Giromon. Leomon can turn into Andromon Mamemon. Angemon can turn into Andromon or Phoenixmon. And Unimon can turn into Giromon Phoenixmon. Kind of honestly want to go Biyomon then. Or no, that was Patamon. Biyomon can turn into Birdramon. Birdramon can turn into just Phoenixmon. Well, that's alright. Airdramon can turn into Megadramon or Phoenixmon. Feels like a lot of these just go to Phoenixmon. Phoenixmon or Piximon. That's Kakatorimon. Unimon, we know where that goes. Kabuterimon turns into High Kabuterimon or a Metal Mamemon. Hercules Kabuterimon would let me get into the bug tournament. No, but we wouldn't. Timing would be too tight. We're not going to be able to get it. We'll have to wait until another time. I think the answer is, I don't give a dang. We're just going to go get all my stats up and I'm not even going to think about what I turn into. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so the big one is... Oh, it's like right before the daytime. Oh, but it's fine. He's so cute. We are going to stuff this poor sap full of chips. Because I've been hoarding these. Okay, so we have offensive chips, defensive chips, brain chip, quick chip, HP chip, MP chip, and the super carrots. Because it's going to be a little tricky to get all of these into them, but... Like, this presents 2,500. It's so cute. It gets scolded. Eat the chip. You ever have a baby and then you pump it full of digital steroids? Because, that's what we're doing today. I don't... Yeah, we want to do all of this now. We want to do all of this now. Because I don't know if chips mess with your stats at all. Let me double check. I mean, it seems fine. That is a tough baby. 2,639 health. Like, no matter what, we're going to be able to do some pretty gnarly things with this guy. Now, I will admit, I might quietly power montage this guy up through at least champion level. Like, I could record the process, but so much of it is going to be me just... so much of it is going to be me just going to the training machines. Oh. You know the other question I'm having here? Would I actually be better off waiting on this? Yeah, we should wait until the baby's tired. The one thing we don't have is, like, any MP. Does it say what Super Carrot is for? Okay, Super Carrot boosts something. Okay, Super Carrot. Offense, MP, and brains. Well, that's convenient. I think that works. I think if you just press the button too fast. Yeah. Very uneven baby. Okay, now that it is too tired. Let us go back to juicing the baby. I guess we do have one MP chip. Because, yeah, I might as well have all of these things in. And sorted. Probably should have done it before the Super Carrot. I have no idea. It's so cute. But yeah, we just want as power baby as we possibly can get here. And we're going to need a lot of MP for it. So we also are going to need speed and brain. Oop. Is it digivolving already? Well. Papa, I need to poo. And also puberty. Well, I guess really it's going from being like a baby to an infant. I think there's probably just a lot of screaming involved in what's going on here. Wait, it no longer needs to poop. That's confusing. Huh. This guy wakes up. Wait, we didn't even sleep. I'm just confused, actually. Like, we went to bed. And then it just immediately digivolved. Like, I actually do wonder if I, messed up here a little bit. Okay, now he needs to go to the bathroom. I guess maybe the infant version has just a little bit more capacity. I don't know. I don't understand how... I don't understand how the poop system in this game works. And they got rid of it for Next Order, right? I think they had. I forget how good the music is just for a town at night. And yeah, we assuredly do not need that much. Let's see what's around here. I don't like the toilet, but everything else seems okay. Some of the Digimon that join the town are just completely pointless. Yeah, so what do we want to do with this guy? His health and his offense are amazing. I want to get his MP up just because that's kind of big. The other potential option I do have is, like, flying out to the bug gym. Should I check that? Because I know these guys are boosting... These guys are boosting the gym for me. Okay, when is the beetle training ground better? So, yeah, you don't get MP in brains. Oh. If I want to train MP, there is Trash Mountain. But... yeah, no. It's probably better that we just stick around here. Oh, the Super Carrot, I think, is no longer in play. Yep. There we go. Because, yeah, we might as well get 2,000 MP here. Ooh, those even higher? I'm just confused. I mean, it is a baby. Yeah, so I think the thing is, it just takes a couple of naps. Okay, it doesn't have anything going on. Every once in a while, I, like, panic. Because I think I see a bubble pop up and disappear, and I'm like, uh-oh. Yep, because that's what we're afraid of. I think my original playthrough of this, the gym was assuredly surrounded in poop piles. Because I'd keep training and not think about it, and then whoops. But yeah, we might as well get to the point where we've got to pat him on. Probably, I don't know. Like, I don't know how compelling all of this is. For me, it's equal parts the most boring but also interesting parts of the game, because it's just like, what am I gonna get if I go through this entire process? You know, what's my Digivolution going to be? Super Carrot's worn off. I think I'm gonna make do without, because I know we need one. And yeah, why waterfall? I mean, it's getting me a little bit of defense. Guess I should go work on its, like, brain training or something. But, I don't know, I just want to have a ton of MP sitting around. Because that was my big limitation with Metal Greymon, was just being able to use moves. So cute. The fact that they have, like, so many different Digimon and, like, cries and behaviors. Even that flip is so good. And, like, the little, whines and everything else. I forget if this guy stays in, like, baby mode. We should also check its weight and make sure it's reasonably in a good spot, because I think it needs to be up 10 to 20 pounds the Digimon. So we might actually want to feed this guy a bit more proactively. It'd be pretty sad to end up with a Sukamon. What's he at? Pretty light. I guess I could start feeding him Digimushroom. Because, yeah, meat is a dime a dozen, so just dump as much as I can. Okay. I mean, I'm always curious about the, I'm always curious about the bonus mode, but I don't think I'm ever going to bother with it. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to switch to just training montage at this point. We've got a lot of stats to gain. And mostly I'm just going to be interacting with waterfall and the running. I do like the running a lot. Oh. There's a Digivolution. So we're getting, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Patamon, considering we have a pretty high offense. But I think Biomon required a higher MP, so who knows? Nope, Patamon. Yeah, kind of figured. Alright. Yeah, training montage mode. Does mean we're probably going to blow past Champion as well, as I'm almost assuredly going to want to have, well, I don't know, blow past Champion or at least get, like, decent into Champion. Okay, we can probably go get more sirloin. I'm just going to stack those up while we're training this guy. Patamon is so cute. Both Shell and I have the transforming Patamon Andromon toy from back in the early 2000s. And, yeah, that was an adorable toy. I'll admit I usually left it in Patamon mode, because I just thought the, I thought the Andromon was okay, but, like, you could see the Patamon on his backside, and that was weird. Whereas the Patamon, it just looked like Patamon with some, like, gaps in it. I need to, like, collect some Digimon figurines someday. Unfortunately, they're kind of rare. Like, there's a number of them. There's a number of really cool ones. But what I kind of want is just, like, a handful of the more iconic, like, rookie champions. Okay. So MP's looking pretty good. Speed and brains definitely need some work, though. Alright. Montage? Montage! Okay, so I know I said that this is going to be a montage, and this will be, but I don't think I'm actually going to be montaging for any of the other grinding segments for this. I was looking at the grind that I did for Patamon's evolution, and it was like 8 minutes long of me just grinding, getting punched a bunch. And, you know, all things considered, I just don't really care. Like, it's so weird. When I was a kid, this whole training segment was the best thing ever. It was because it was, I think, the first RPG I'd ever played where you could get stats from not fighting monsters and leveling up, but by, like, training and doing stuff. I think the problem I have with it mostly just boils down to the fact that there's nothing that I'm actually doing here that's interesting. You know, when I was a kid playing this for the first time, once again, never seen anything like this before, never played anything like this before, and the mixture of the Tamagotchi stuff was really fun, just because it was different, you know. It wasn't that I was just going out fighting stuff. Oh, you've hit level 2, your stats go up by a little bit. So this one gave me a little bit of agency. The problem I've realized is that there's some pretty hard stat caps of you can only get up to 10,000 HP, MP, and then 999 or 9,999, but you can only get up to a certain amount of stats each, and if you want to clear the very, very final part of the game, you more or less have to get up to, maybe not max stats, but kind of somewhere in there. And so it has made the grinding a little less interesting now that I'm older. I think also some part of me was really hoping there'd be more things to, like, speed up and improve the gym. You know, it would have been really interesting if there were more ways to upgrade them. There's apparently a baby bonus that is, like, literally never communicated. And then obviously recruiting the extra Digimon gives it a boost. But I was really hoping there would be ways to like improve the machines further. I know you get to retain 10% of your stats per or 1% of your stats per tamer level up to 10%, which is extremely good, but that's still kind of limited. I don't know. It would have been nice if there were ways that I could like spend money to improve the overall efficiency of things, or like put a toilet in the middle of the gym as opposed to slightly, one screen away. Because I know on my PS1 version of this game, the disc is scratched in just the right way. So if I want to go out the right side of the screen, it does freeze on me more often than not. And that kind of sucked. Well, not more often than not. It was a rare chance, but it would freeze from time to time, and that sucked. And so like, I love this grinding system. I just wish there had been more ways to improve it. It's kind of like the most baseline level incremental system they could have possibly had. And for a game in the 90s, I wouldn't expect more from it. But now that it is 2026, well, 2025 is as of most of this recording, but then I, went back and finished the series in 2026, and that's what you're seeing the end results of, ? I've played a lot of other incremental games that involve a lot of grinding, games that involve a lot of like, messing around with stats and raising them high and messing around with it. And so it's one of those where I want to see Bandai give this another shot. I should go back and play Next Order, probably on my own. I don't think I'm going to record another series on it. If you want to see my original series, it's over on the Wonderbots channel and is still up, and I could link it if people actually haven't seen that yet and want to go find it. Maybe I'll just decide to play it again. I just didn't like the characters as much. But I'd love to see one where they actually take a lot of incremental game design, like ideas, and incorporate them well. But anyway. So I will say this is probably going to be the last time I do like a speed up. You've seen the whole training process. There's nothing fancy about it. And so we'll just start skipping ahead whenever it comes time to just grind for stats. But for now, let's see what my Patamon evolves into. All right. So Patamon is going to digivolve into, please not Sukamon again. It shouldn't be Sukamon. Oh gosh, that'd be miserable. We get Andromon. Cool. I like Andromon. Kind of an odd duck champion, considering he's got like random bolts jammed into him. So, big question is, what kind of techs can he learn? A lot of fighting, which means dynamite kick. And electricity. A lot of... Oh, not electricity, air. Okay, what are his stats? So, my brains are pretty good. Didn't get in as much offense as I was hoping for that one. Speed's okay. Defense could use some work. I think we're going to probably still train him for a couple of days. And then go find things that give wind moves. And fighting moves. Because it would not be a terrible idea. Oh, yeah, what does Andromon turn into? That's the other question. So Andromon can turn into Phoenixmon or Andromon. On a personal level, I think I kind of want Andromon. Phoenixmon could be cool. I guess the one problem is if I want to go Phoenixmon, we could go get a bunch of wind moves. Or we just not care. 400 brains, 400 defense, 4,000 MP for Andromon. Phoenix, on the other hand, is even more brains. 600 brains, 400 speed. And then a ton of HP and MP. Both are kind of decent. Both are kind of doable. Both are going to require an amount of training. So, the reason why I'm like kind of into Andromon is mostly just because I think Andromon is actually one of the cooler Digimon. Like I said earlier, Digimon is really good and making cyborgs look kind of horrifying, but in a really cool way. And so on a personal level, I love the idea of, Digimon cyborgs, more or less. I also want to say Andromon was like one of the first black gear Digimon that they managed to fully purify, ? Maybe I'm misremembering this. The problem is I'm going to need to get this guy's defense up to at least 400. And like I said earlier, do want to get to the point where we can go out and fight things. Oh, the other question is, what weight do we need? So Andromon is 35 to 45. Phoenixmon is 20. Okay. So that might actually be a determining factor, is how heavy my Andromon is. Well, at least that makes it simple. I do wonder if we'd actually be better off going to Bug Gym. Yeah, how much money am I stacking? Not much. How much sirloin do I have? 15. Yeah, I didn't think about this, but selling all that sirloin is extremely good money. Yeah. Okay, so we've already got everything we possibly can get from that. I guess, actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do system save state 3. And we're just going to try and get... head over to the Beetle Gym. I think it costs 2,500, but I should bring some porta potties because I don't think there's a bathroom over there. But I have so much sirloin. Okay, yeah, let's just buy... I'm gonna say 30 porta potties. Ooh. Okay, could have maybe done that a bit better. It's actually putting that a little close. I was like thinking, yeah, 30's doable. 30 was exactly the maximum amount. Anything higher than that, we would not have been able to make the trip. But yeah, I remember getting about 14 stat points from the Bug Gym. As opposed to the 10 that I was getting in Green Gym. So let's see if this works. If this isn't really practical, then we just head back. Oh no. I was not expecting to just land right here. And yet we're fine. I could have probably walked that. It's okay. Okay, we just want to get this guy's defense. I mean, stats up into the 400s, maybe? But once again, there's that inheritance system, so... Okay, defense. Only 10. Okay, so that actually straight up was not worth it. It was this one. Better to just save my money for other things. And yeah, take the slow way. I wonder if different Digimon have different training levels. Probably. Alright, one way or another, back to the montage. Alright, montage is over. I have an Andromon. He's very mad at me. He's not very disciplined. My mouse is on the screen. I apologize for that. Anyway, yeah, so, gosh, let's take a look at him. So, Andromon, ooh, I'm actually just a little shy MP-wise. Might be worth popping over to the gym just for a second to get that up. So Andromon requires 400 defense, 400 brain, 4,000 MP, and then like a decent amount in every other stat. Let's see, did we actually grab this? Yeah, so I did go out of my way to grab the electric cloud. Oh, let's put a couple of these moves on just because they all have stun. But yeah, so gotta go get a little bit of brain, gotta go get a little bit of MP, and then we'll have the requisite stats for Andromon, potentially. I think we're only like a day or two from Digivolution. The only thing we really need to do is make sure that my Andromon stays heavy enough to turn into Andromon. Otherwise, we get a Phoenixmon, maybe. But yeah, the reason why he's unhappy at me is because I overfed him to make sure he'd be 35 pounds or higher, because that's what's required for Andromon. Dude loses weight so fast. Yeah, he's all happy. He's 35. I don't trust that. Eat more. You ever make your Digimon hate you by overfeeding it? Probably. Turns out overfeeding your Digimon is not a training mistake, though, so, sure. Okay, there. Now we've got the bare minimum stats that we need. Everything should be good. I don't want to spend forever training just because it's not the most exciting thing in the world, though I actually really like it. I just don't have much to say over it, I think is my problem. That for the most part, you are just... how did I put it? I like the idea of the grind because I'm thinking of how to optimize it and trying to figure out what stats I want and thinking about what Digimon I might be able to digivolve my partner into. And so it makes it kind of, oh, that's why I have all the other moves unequipped. Give me a second. Yeah, we actually want him to be using his weakest possible move here, at least for a little bit. But yeah, for me, I enjoy the... I enjoy the thinking of the potential rather than the actual activity of it, if that makes sense. And so, it's got a butterfly around him, and I don't know why. I don't know. Somebody will probably tell me. Either that or it has something to do with his lack of discipline. Okay, so we have Yanmon. Yanmon, which has a wind move that we want to grab. If we can learn it. Hopefully we've got enough brains for it. The one thing I want to do is actually tell my guide. There we go, that should be good enough. We just want to get hit by it once. Oh, there's Static Cloud. And luckily, because we have so much defense, we're pretty good. Unfortunately, the Static Jab, or whatever the move is, isn't very quick, and doesn't have the greatest range, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, no, I like the potential training. I just wish it was kind of one of those where you could, like, automate it somehow. I recognize that, like... I recognize that that's... You know, this game is so old that they wouldn't even consider that kind of thing. But it'd be kind of cool if you could program in, like, a training montage in one of these games. Okay, so dropped an MP floppy, did not get the move. Yeah. I think I'm just going to be here fighting Yanmon until we can get that wind shot. Let's see, there should be another one. Yeah, we're good. Then there's also the Great Canyon variant that has 2 more moves I'd like to learn. But I want to start with this one because it's easy. Oh, right. Actually, we want to keep our distance until it fires it off. I don't know what that was. I think that was like a stinger. Yeah, it's... It would be unfortunate if I get poisoned here. Yeah, because I don't want the thundercloud, I want the wind disc. Come on, dude. Work with me here. We just need to fire it off once, and then we're good. There it is. Okay, then we can get in here. I feel kind of bad I'm not going to see a whole lot of my finishing moves in this game. In all the different Digimon. Okay. Yeah, all the different Digimon out there that they have these, like, really fancy special moves. And, yeah, just how many of them you don't get to see over a single playthrough. Please. No. I was really hoping I'd have enough brains for this, because yeah, we learned Static Cloud immediately. Okay. Well, I am noticing he's definitely happier. Oh, there's another one. I think winning in combat is making my Andromon feel a lot better about what's going on. I am an absolute mean person. Oh, wait. Nope. There we go. I guess I could actually equip my bigger moves. Like, I don't need to be too thorough in this. I just wanted to pick up a couple of the basics. Because we can always loop back later. And also, it doesn't really matter what moves we learn until we've... Okay, Wind Cutter learned. Wait, did my brains drop back down? It looked like it was less than 400. What? What's with the flower condition? Unless it's implied that he's about to digivolve? Uh-oh. Okay, system, save state... My last one. There we go. Well, okay. I can use autopilot. That's another good way to get my discipline up. Yeah, why was his stats higher? Well, we've learned Wind Cutter. That's the big one for me. I don't actually know if it's a good move. It seems like it is. And we've got two more, depending on when this guy digivolves. It doesn't have the butterfly anymore. Okay, so let's check. Defense is just a bit low. Okay, then it's tired. And hungry. Okay. Yeah, it's like I lost all of my training options. Or that I'd done. I'm gonna be kind of bad to this guy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, why would... Do your stats scale somewhat based on, like, how happy or disciplined you are? I have no idea. I'll have to check as soon as this guy wakes up. Okay, it's no longer tired, and its stats are in the right spot. Or it is tired? Huh. Going to sleep usually clears tiredness. Unless it's residual. I actually have no idea. Luckily, Andromon wakes up very early. We still haven't figured out where to get giant meat from. I'll have to work on that. It's probably like a reward or a drop from somewhere. But I do not know where. Let's see. So now what do we do? So, we might as well keep selling the sirloin. It's like surprisingly good money. Like, I think we made about 20,000, give or take. Oh, does Unimon run the store at night? Oh, that's kind of fun. Because I've only seen Unimon here like a couple of times, and it must be a nighttime dealio. Let's buy another porta potty. And yeah, I'm probably just going to keep stocking up on medium MPs for a while. At least until we have a stack of like 80, 90 of them. But we do have a bunch of regular MP floppies. That should be fine. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's an easy way for me to get to the canyon. Blue apple from native forest tastes real good. Huh. I don't think I've ever found that. Yeah. Oh, hopefully my stats stay up. I have never heard of stat degradation being a thing in this game, but I suppose it must be. Or it had something to do with the condition, the butterfly, or that weird flower thing, or who knows what. Oh. What you gonna do? Beat you up, I guess. If I remember right, the Tsukaimon are like actually really good money. The only immediate problem is they're only out at night. I think I'm gonna have to swap this move out. It's really bad. Like, the damage on it is fine. But, yeah, I'd be better off firing off Wind Disc. Luckily, the Tsukaimon is kind of trapping itself in a corner, slash, like, along the edge of the screen. So it makes it pretty easy for me to finish him off, maybe. I don't know what that move is. I'm going to assume it's not something I can learn. Probably. Yeah, how many bits was that? I have no idea. Well, I mean, we can run around fighting Tsukaimon while they're still around. However, we're definitely switching our techs. Status elect is pretty bad. I'm gonna try these three. They're all pretty reasonable, decent damage, and efficient. Was that I'm gonna tell on you? To who? What? I'm so curious about the translation on this. Because I want to say this kind of precedes... This kind of precedes... like, translation being a huge industry. I'm sure it existed, you know, we had plenty of television shows, movies, and books and whatnot, and a number of games for, you know, the 10-15 years leading up to this one. Like, a number of those were getting translated, so it's not like it was exactly a burgeoning industry at that time. Well, it was still very much a burgeoning industry, but, oh. Huh. Wookie Wookie. Yeah, how many different nighttime Digimon am I missing out on? And not that it really matters, I don't need to fight this guy. It's just interesting that they're here. Yeah, the dynamite kick seems pretty good. It's not on the level of the Megaton Punch. It does amuse me that I'm literally kicking this thing's ass. Why have we not used any of our air moves? I have no idea. But, oh, what was I going to say? I don't know. I don't think I need to fight another one of these guys. They can just do whatever. Brain, where was I? Damn. I got distracted by the nighttime enemies and thinking about, like, yeah, how much am I missing? Oh well, it's fine. Really, more Tsukaimon? Sure? Like, the thing is, we kind of just want to fight whatever for a while, especially if it's easy and gives us bits. Though, mostly I should probably get to the point where I'm this little puffball. Yeah, the kick has enough range to clear distance, but we don't have the speed. Oh, shit. That is actually one of the moves I'm looking for. I guess fighting the Tsukaimon is, like, very good. I feel like a Patamon would be so soft. Hey, we learned Spinning Shot. Sick. That's literally one of the moves I need. I don't know if it's a move I want, but it is one of the moves I need. Okay, so what I'm looking for... I mean, I might as well keep fighting the Tsukaimon. Don't make fun of me. Oh, right, I was talking about translation and stuff. So, like, yeah, a number of the random unit phrases before I fight them have always been kind of a source of fascination for me because they're kind of weird. Well... what if I do moderate? What does that even do? Don't know. It seems like all of those moves are pretty good. And yeah, my stats seem to be doing fine. I was worried that I had somehow dropped stats again and then we'd not be at the threshold we need. But it looks like we're good. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I wonder how much of it was written by the actual developers, how much of it was written by the translators, kind of just going for the spirit of what the units are saying. Easy example I can think of for this is like, I want to say it was Final Fantasy VI, the translators took a lot of liberties, especially with Kefka, and it's part of the reason why he's so memorable. Wow, timing on that was perfect. It does amuse me that he just walks in and shits on the floor, but okay. And we still gotta do the shop minigame. I'm just really low interest on that one, even if it's good. I think I'll do that once we've got our champion. I think at the moment it's just like... or not our champion, our ultimate. At the moment I'm trying to do like a bunch of prep, collect moves and whatnot. Okay, so I think we want to fight these guys. Sandyanmon. Because they have a couple of basic wind moves for me to learn. Though of course we might just kill it before it gets the chance to. But honestly, that's fine too. Because I don't have to learn the move. Did you have to learn these moves this way in Digimon World Next Order? I think I'm gonna have to replay that after this one. It has been years since I played Next Order. And, like, unfortunately, due to the sheer volume of games that I've played. Yeah, okay, so that move still hurts. Not as much, though. Yeah, there's another move other than it. What do we gotta learn in here? He's not using it, which is annoying. I mean, it's okay. Unless there's two different ones where you spin sideways or you spin vertically. That could be it. I don't know, one way or another, these guys are worth 400 bits a pop, which more or less pays for itself. Alright, I'm just gonna give this to him now. He's gonna say no, but that means I can scold him. Which oddly enough makes him happy. As a kid, I could never understand the praising and the scolding. It always seemed odd to me. And I can confidently say, I still don't get the point of praising for the most part. But scolding makes perfect sense. They don't do the thing you want them to do, you say bad. And then do it again. And they get happier, they get more disciplined, and they do the thing that you want. It's very strange. But I mean, so much of this is just like weird design cruft from a bunch of people that I don't know if they like, I don't know what the background for the dev team on this was. Like, I think part of the problem that I'm going to have with going back to some of these older games is they weren't documented well. Like, they probably have credits that I could look into and see, like, maybe who worked on it. But many of these guys probably are very retired. And also, you know, difficult to communicate with if I wanted to send them an email. Yeah, because that was the vertical flip. But I want to say he's got another one that he can do. If I didn't already know that move, I probably would have learned it from this guy. Alas. I mean, after we get our Andromon, I legitimately might look into... Yeah, it's that one where he does a longer spin. Okay. Maybe we waste some money and go fight some Sandyanmon where I just keep my distance. But yeah, getting my Andromon some speed might make sense. Unless we've got Megaton Punch, at which point we'll be fine. I did not realize Megaton Punch was so... Let's see. Yeah, I didn't realize Megaton Punch was so speedy in comparison to these other moves. But a lot of it may also just be statistical. Because yeah, I think we keep punching the Sandmon as it's doing its other move. Yeah, that's the one problem. I'm gonna get hit by the other move a bunch. But it's the one where it spins horizontally. That's the one we need to see. And get hit by. Because we keep knocking him out of it, is the issue. That one. Okay, now we can attack. It's got too long of a wind-up, so, like, I don't think I actually need to know that move. I should also make sure my Andromon... my Andromon is well fed here. Wow, I said I needed to learn this move, and he lost his brain. Just standing there. Oh, it's okay. At least recovery floppies are incredibly cheap. But yeah, if we don't learn this, I'm gonna be upset. Because yeah. There we go. So, obviously, kind of expensive. Worked out. And now, I don't need... Well, hopefully. Are you kidding me? All of that, nothing. Ugh. I gotta do it again. Luckily I prepared for this. Let's keep feeding him recovery floppies. Because the thing is, after every fight... Oh yeah, we should also check. What is his weight? 33. Good to know. Yeah, this dude just sheds weight like nothing. Which unfortunately means that he's going to turn into a Phoenixmon. And maybe that's fine. I don't remember what Phoenixmon is like. I don't think I've ever even seen it. I think my main problem is, I'm not really a big fan of these wind moves. Yeah, that's why our discipline and happiness is so low. I have to freaking get my Andromon tubby. It feels bad, you know, being a modern person and realizing that, like, oh, yeah, I'm actually doing terrible things to this Digimon to get it to do what I want. But on the flip side, if your Golden Retriever, or if your Dachshund could evolve into a Golden Retriever by being chubby, wait, what are these? What's this, though? Prickly pear. Oh, that's a new one. Well, that's interesting that we just fed him a shit ton and then he got hungry again. It was so easy getting my Tyrannomon up. That guy would eat like 5 or 6 pieces of meat every time he got hungry, so I think he ended at like 50 weight or something like that. It was way high. Andromon is like, yeah, I'll eat a mushroom. Yeah, the problem is, I don't want to do anything until we've seen this guy do the other move. Problem is that move is expensive and hurts. Come on, buddy, just do the thing once. There it is. Alright. Yeah, I really like that wind disc. So maybe if I just turned off Dynamite Kick, we'd be fine. Are you kidding me? Still nothing. And like, truly doesn't matter. No. Yes. What's prickly? Oh, prickly pear lowers weight. No, thank you. We need our large lad here. Okay. And keep the process up. This is goofy and wasteful, but hey, here we are. There it is. Alright, we can now fight. What did he miss? I have no idea. Doesn't matter. And yet, now we can just kick this thing's butt. And worry about nothing. Because I think you just have to see the move once. Unless it's one of those where your chances go up the more you see it. That is also entirely possible. Please. Please, sir. I just need to learn the whirlwind. I just need to learn the big spin. I mean, I really don't need to. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that move. It's just one of those where it's like, it would be nice. It'll be nicer if I try this again later when I have, like, so much more intelligence, probably. Alright, well, Do we skip ahead? I think I'm going to skip ahead quietly. We're just going to keep doing this either until my Andromon digivolves or we learn the move, and then I'll figure out what to do. Because, yeah, I don't need to be here for forever doing the same thing over and over again. That move hurts. Come on, sir. Just do the thing. That's not the thing.